You guys have a video for us?
Yes, actually.
Okay, so we're going to watch the video first, and then we'll do a little chat.
Okay, actually, I have 2 or 3 slides to go over before the video.
So you're going to tell us what happened?
Yes. Hi, everyone. This is Özgür from Invidyo. First of all, I would like to say that I feel for the entrepreneurs who were on stage with you just a couple of minutes ago, because I really know the effort, the excitement that they've been working for the last 2 or 3 days very hard, and they are trying to convey their ideas and make those ideas meaningful to you. So I really appreciate them, and I wish them all the success. So as you heard, we were actually finalists 2 years ago here, and a lot has happened since then. And I just want to show you a couple of slides to show how we progressed. One of the things that we realized with all the feedbacks from the audience and also our early customers was that, basically, let me first say this. Invidyo is a smart baby monitor that automatically analyzes the videos and shows parents what's important, what happens during the day while they were at work in a 2-minute clip. But what we understood from our experiences was that parents have 2 problems while leaving their babies with a babysitter. First, they're afraid that the babysitter is not going to behave properly, or yell at the baby, or not feed him at the right time, whatever, but they're also feeling guilty because they are missing out on some really precious moments. One of the features of Invidyo is actually face recognition, and we recognize the face of the baby as well. So we said, hey, let's do something which is not only about security, but let's show parents that they don't have to miss all these once-in-a-lifetime great moments. So what we did was we added smile recognition to our product. So what Invidyo does is it detects the face of your baby, and it runs an emotional analysis algorithm. And if it sees that the baby is smiling, it just captures a snapshot, and it creates albums from these snapshots, and it saves them for years. We never, ever delete a smile, so that you can enjoy these precious moments for years, even after your baby has grown. Okay, so enough about the features. Let's see some sales progress. We actually launched a Kickstarter project in June this year, and we successfully funded our project. So we showed that there is actually a demand for this product in the US, in addition to Turkey as well. And thanks to our presence in Startup Istanbul 2 years ago, we actually raised about $500,000 from private investments, and together with the Turkish crowdfunding platform, we raised about $100 from crowdfunding. And with all that effort and the funding behind it, we were actually able to produce our cameras. And we are now delivering the cameras for the crowdfunding backers, and we'll be in the market in Turkey in October. And also in the US, we'll be hitting the markets, and especially, first of all, Amazon.com for Black Friday. So before concluding this short presentation, I'm going to show you a short summary that is automatically prepared by our system. I'll be showing you the daughter of my partner, Ekin, Defne. And interesting, you'll see how babies sleep, and perhaps you'll wonder if your baby is also sleeping like this. Thank you.
All right, sir. So 2 years ago, when you were a finalist here, did you have a prototype?
Yes, we did.
You had a prototype. No production, though.
No. Actually, it was quite a crude prototype. It was just 3D printed,
3D printed?
Yes.
Was it functioning?
Yes, it was. I mean, you could turn it on. There was a red light beeping, blinking.
So was that prototype sufficient to get funding?
Yes, it was.
So a 3D printed prototype could work with potential investors?
Yes. Actually, what we learned was that the investors invest in the team much more than anything else.
Excellent point, guys. The investors don't invest in the idea, they don't invest in the business, they invest in the people.
So when we talked to them, they believed that we could do it, so they invested with the prototype.
So the prototype was just it's a talking point.
Yes, exactly.
Here's a toy. This is what we intend to do.
But they want to see something, though.
They want to see something.
Buy ideas. They want to see something tangible.
They want to see that you have enough compassion and passion that you bothered to build the prototype, right?
Exactly.
Where is the production happening?
In China.
Okay. What is your approximate production cost?
Well, actually, we were able to reduce it significantly in the past 2 years, and now it's slightly under $60.
$60.
Yes.
And do you think that's going to come down if you can increase the size of the orders?
Obviously, yes, it's possible, but we are now at a level that in order to increase it, like we need to make it maybe 100,000, you know.
Okay. So you're first planning to release in October?
Yes, this month.
When you went to Kickstarter, was that just donations or did they actually buy tiny little shares in the company?
No, that's like the Kickstarter model is only they buy the product.
They bought the product,
Yeah.
so you pre-sold the product on
Exactly,
Kickstarter.
yes.
What did you sell it for?
Actually, there are different levels. Like on the first day, you sell it very, very cheap. It was like I think $99, and then the price increases because you say I only have 100 cameras for sale for $100. Then once the 100 is finished, the price increases a little bit. So
Like the airlines.
yeah, the last price was like maybe $130 something.
So it went between $100 and $130.
Yes.
And your production cost is around 60, so
Yes.
it's not bad. You're doing okay.
Yeah, actually, the end user price is going to be a lot higher than that because this is like Kickstarter is something very, very special. You know, it's a very early bird. These people buy the product 6 months before it's ready. So we have to give a special price.
$199.
Yes, $199 is going to be the price.
Okay. So you're releasing in October
Yes.
in Turkey?
Yes.
And what is your plan for global expansion?
Actually, we believe that the U.S. market is the king because there is a lot of demand and a lot of buying power as well. So we are really placing our bets on the U.S. market and especially our Amazon.com stuff because we were accepted to a special program in Amazon.com which is only given to startups that raised some capital and they have a hardware product. So we can say we are partners with Amazon and we are really placing our bets on that.
And you also need a lot of advertising money to succeed in the US.
That's correct, yeah.
But Amazon is giving you a deal, so you're giving them a cut. Is that a revenue sharing deal with Amazon?
Yes, so that's like they're actually selling it and they're buying, Amazon is buying from us now. It's not the clients that are buying from us, but it's Amazon. So they have like a different, they promote the product as well because of this relation. So yeah, we are really hopeful about that.
All right, I'm going to ask you about the next 2 to 5 years and your exit strategy. While you're thinking about that,
Okay.
I'm going to invite our second guest for the day, Ödal. And who's coming? Fevzi? Fevzi. Do you have something to show?
No, it's not. Do I have the mic?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not hearing myself, so.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a presentation about the company because I've done it many times on this stage, not this particular stage, but the previous one. But what I want to talk about is how we took off after.
Wait. Let me ask you questions.
Yeah.
What is your business?
Okay, I'll tell about it. What we do is, it's the Square without the dongle. We provide an app for the small merchants to take credit card payments. We enable to take, in Turkey we have installments, so if you want to make installments for your customers, you need to go to 7 different banks at least. With us, you only sign a contract with us, then you download the app, you sign up through the app, you register through the app, we approve your application, then you can take credit card payments, including installments, through the app. That's it.
Did you have an operational model in 2014?
Yes, we did. We launched in August 2014.
So it was just after the launch?
3 months after the launch.
Did you have revenues?
Our GMV was somewhere around 20 to 25K. We had 250 shops back then, which were using our services. But the transactions in these shops were low as well, and our general merchant number was 250. Today, we have around 11,000 merchants.
Wait, you went from 25?
No, 250.
250 to 11,000.
Yes.
Okay.
The first 12 months, we had, in 2015, we had a month-over-month growth of around 35%.
35% from month to month. That's a good growth rate, guys.
Yeah, it's great. It feels great, anyway. In 2016, we had a growth rate of around 15 to 17% per month.
It's still great.
Yeah. On top of that, it's the hockey stick graph. But what happens with hockey stick graph is that I feel it puts a distance with the audience and the guy standing here, right? I mean, the guy did it, who's on stage, he's successful, and I mean, I have a problem with that, you know?
Okay.
What else puts a distance with the audience and wannabe entrepreneurs and the people standing at the stage is these, you know, startup advices as well. I mean, get mentors, work with experts, release early, release often, work with the best team, choose your investors wisely, follow your passion, prepare a business plan. These are mostly true, but it depends largely on yourself and your business. I mean, what happens is, do we have voice?
Sound?
Okay,
Sound, please.
I'll just take it back. Okay, do we have sound? I mean, it's just one sentence that says.
One sentence is worth
Yeah.
sound, please.
Yeah.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yeah, I mean, these are all, you know, bullshit unless you start. These all make sense, might make sense once you start. Unless then, whatever you think, whatever you talk with people, whatever you
Don't
do at home, whatever you do at work is just bullshit. Okay? I mean, you cannot expect a mentor to decide for you. You cannot expect a friend to decide for you.
Sure.
I mean, you cannot expect a friend to complete the prototype for you. You start doing it, you learn from it. I mean, there are just 3 things I learned through all my entrepreneurship experience. I mean, I've exited, I've done everything possible with a company. I mean, whatever you can think of. I've failed, I've gone bankruptcy, I've gone within debt. I succeeded. I did $120 million per year within a company of revenues. I mean, I did everything. I had an exit. I ended up in debt. And I learned just these 3. I mean, I cannot take anything else to my next company. You don't get to try, because if you're trying, you think there's a way to be unsuccessful, and you seek that. You start doing it, and you try to convince your customers, your investors, your coworkers that you're doing it, you're not trying it. The second thing I learned was to deal with the dirtiest work the soonest, right? I mean, people, my closest friends, even I, start my work.
Don't postpone the dirty work.
Yeah, I mean, doing the thing I like. But it doesn't work that way. You do the dirtiest work the soonest. And keep learning. This is like the advices in the first slide, right? Keep learning, failure is not a part. But keep learning starts from unlearning the learned. I mean, in every aspect of your startup life, whatever you know is a burden. Experience is welcome in most aspects of life, but when you're deciding for your startup, you should decide with your own, discovering your business from the scratch. So these are my takeaways.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
Fevzi. How much have you raised?
We raised 8 million Turkish liras.
Between 2014 and now?
Yeah, I mean, we just did a one round. I mean,
round.
the investor was keen on getting a high percentage because they believed it was a strategic investment for them. So, it was my 100th pitch, right, to an investor. I mean, I was slightly over 100
Did you guys get that? You had to pitch
I've been
100
rejected
times.
at least 90 times. Some of these had a keep me in the loop scheme, but, you know.
Did you get that? He got to raise 8 million, but he was rejected 90 times.
Yeah.
But he did try the 91st and the 92nd and 93rd time. Keep trying, okay?
I was about to leave at the 60th, and one of the investors, probably you know, let me name him, Barış Aksoy.
Yeah.
I was, desperate at the moment, and I was thinking of quitting. And I met with him. We had a lunch. And I was saying, okay, whatever you can do, whatever we can raise, let's raise it. And I'm going to chip in as well. I'm going to sell my car. Aynen. Aynen. Then he said, okay, I see your point. I understand your point of view. I've been there while raising the fund for my venture. But you need only one person. I mean, you don't need 10 people to accept your pitch. You need only one, and you'll find it. I mean, it's not the right time. It's not the right person. You'll find the right person and the right moment. When I when the investor accepted to invest in my company, I had one more offer, but nothing else. So out of 106, only 2 were present.
So you found the diamond in the rough that finally believed in you.
Yeah.
Think about your exit as well. So Özgür, what's your plan for the next 2 to 5 years, and what's your exit plan?
Actually, we think that a lot of companies, big companies like Google or Samsung are investing in this idea, and we have an advantage. We are really focused on a particular vertical market like babies and babysitters, and also we have some operations in this region as well. So we are going to be very attractive to them if they want to come to the region, or if they actually want to go after clients who we know better than they do, because we are actually focused on particular segments of clients. So whenever they want to enter this niche, let's say, we'll be ready and we'll have the market already.
So you think you'll be selling to someone like Samsung?
Yes, or Nest, which is Google actually.
Okay, or Google, okay. Any guesses? 100 million, 500 million, a billion? We never had a unicorn from Turkey.
Yeah, I mean, probably, Google bought Nest for $500 million. So that's like maybe a cap.
Okay. That's an interesting number to sort of throw at.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, good. What about you? What about your exit?
We will have a unicorn.
You will have a unicorn. I like that. I love that. I'd like to see a unicorn before I retire. I'm giving you guys 20 years.
When are you retiring?
I'm not retiring for 20 years.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Let's. I think the largest exit, Turkish exit, was $589 million.
600 something.
Almost 600. The one before that was only 220, though. It was a big jump, so we need another big jump to get over to no unicorns yet.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about the exit is fine, but, we should think about not selling, but buying other companies.
Aha. Ambitious.
Yeah, I mean, in order to do that, I know it's ambitious. I know it's hard to raise money to buy other companies, because in Turkey, money is expensive for everyone, even the investors. But at the end of the day, someone has to do it. Someone has to start that, run.
IPO, maybe?
Sorry?
IPO?
I mean, in order to raise that much of money, you need to have an IPO.
Would you consider buying Invidyo?
That's excellent. All right, guys.
I don't know, but, I might have a stake in your investments, I mean, in the previous round, a friend of mine.
So, guys, not all of the finalists will succeed, okay? I'll be honest with you. But some of them will be succeeding beyond their wildest imaginations at the time of the finals. And we've seen 2 examples. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.